or labor not justifying the revenue. That money stress, it doesn't always stay at work. It follows you home, turns into arguments, cold dinners, and broken peace. And then there's the IRS, back taxes, deadlines, pressure you can't punch your way out of. Zapata Systems shows you what you're really paying. It gives you control, leverage, and savings. This isn't about surviving. It's about winning. You're in a fight. Start acting like it. Zapata Systems. Fight smarter.
Welcome, guys, to the movie show, and we have Spider-Man in the house. There he is down there. He is here and ready because we got big Spider-Man news.
Am I on the right show? What's going on here?
You guys know me. I'm Joe Zapata. Let's introduce first Dave DC Callari. What's going on, Dave?
What's going on? I feel naked without a mask all of a sudden. I feel like I should wear something.
And, of course, there's Peter Parker himself, Rob Alvarenga. What's up, Robbie?
What's going on, man? Brand new day.
Brand new day. We got a lot of Spider-Man news to talk about. We're going to get to first, but let's talk about some other things first. Actually, John Krasinski's his name, Krasinski, right? He actually announced that he's going to be doing Quiet Place 3. He's going to be writing it, directing it, and they even said he's going to star in it, maybe in flashbacks. I liked the first two. Actually, they did another one, but I didn't really watch that one. But I like those movies. They were really good, really fun. Dave, I don't know. Are you interested in seeing another Quiet Place?
I actually didn't see the first two. I saw day one though. I thought day one was really good.
Okay.
From what I know, like they've pretty much been spoiled because they've been out for so long, and I did hear that they were very good. I'm just kind of curious if does it warrant a third movie? That's all. I don't know.
That's true. Especially his character. Spoiler alert: he died in the first one, so. They keep going to flashbacks, but I mean,
like day one was really interesting because you got to see how we got to Quiet Place 1, and it's always interesting to see them figuring things out. And there was definitely I forget the actor, but he shows up in A Quiet Place, so you're like, oh, this guy makes it. So like those little callbacks and things are very cool, and it's just a nice way to like connect the dots with the writing. But I feel there should be some kind of resolution at some point to what's happening.
Yeah, you're right.
We didn't really need Independence Day 2, and we got it anyway.
Yeah. If it makes money, they're gonna keep put them out there. Rob, did you interested in Quiet Place 3? Did you like the first two?
I love the first two. The prequel, I mean, it served its purpose. I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed with it because if you're going in fresh, that's great because you kind of start at the beginning of the whole thing. So, but after experiencing the first one, the first real introduction to this world, and then seeing how the second one really built on the original, for me, like the prequel they kind of figured it out a little too quickly, just me. But the two that Krasinski directed, I mean, those movies are awesome. And what really is the star of the movie is like the whole tension of it. Those movies, like if you're once you get really into it, it just grabs you and it does not let you go. And it's a small cast, and you're invested in these characters. So, fast forward now that we're going to number 3, what I am happy about is that Krasinski is coming to write and direct it. Yep. He did not direct the prequel. And I think it showed, to be quite honest, even though that's his like co-creator of this world. But I just think that Krasinski just has such a ironclad lock on this world. So I mean, part 3, it's gonna be the resolution. I think if anyone who saw the end of the second one, they kind of found a way to like fight back. Now I don't know what that means. I don't know if by fighting back means that these people are still not gonna make it, because you always felt like they never were really gonna make it. Even though they're the stars, but you just see they're put in such really tight situations that you just can't help it. So I guess I need to see the closure. I just hope he doesn't, jump the shark by like pulling a bow on this thing. But as long as Krasinski was writing and directing this thing, I was gonna be in.
Yep. 2027 is going to come out. And the first movie, he only made it, I think it was like $5 million budget, very small, and it made tons of money. So, this one's the same thing. It's going to probably do pretty well. All right. Well, the next thing we're going to talk, we got a little Black Panther news. So Ryan Coogler finished the screenplay, almost done with it. And apparently Black Panther 3 is going to be coming out 2 months after Secret Wars, they're saying. That's what they're saying. 2 months after Secret Wars. And they're going to reintroduce T'Challa now. And I heard some things saying it might be going out to space or something. I heard some weird things going on with this, but they're going to reintroduce T'Challa. Rob, what do you think about this news after Secret Wars coming out, Black Panther 3, and reintroducing the character?
It's very strategic if you are going to actually reintroduce T'Challa. I mean, I think everybody kind of assumed that, they're just going to age up the son to be the new Black Panther. And I still think that's the plan, to be quite honest. But with this whole, multiversal angle,
Give him
I mean,
Shazam powers.
yeah. So with this whole multiversal angle, it just allows them to like really play around with this thing. And even though he's denied it, honestly, there's a chance that Denzel Washington is an old Black Panther, old T'Challa.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't know. Dave, you interested in this after Secret Wars, this and the whole thing?
I mean, it's so far away, and with all the things we've heard about, like they're filming Doomsday and Secret Wars, and also writing at the same time. I mean, yeah, I feel like if they do that, totally fine. I think at this point with what we're going to see with the multiverse happening, I'm okay with even what Rob said. If like Denzel shows up, that's fine. Having a whole new actor show up as T'Challa is also fine at this point.
Yep.
Aging up the son is also a possibility, and I'd really be fine with anything at this point, because even though I enjoyed Wakanda Forever, it was glaringly obvious that Chadwick wasn't there, like the biggest hole. And that character, if anyone could do justice to that character, I think he just takes up a lot of space that the MCU needs. But again, it's so far off. I don't know if it's just things are just said to get people excited, but like I'm excited in 2025. You want me to be excited to 2027? Like that's a lot of blue common pills. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't like Shuri being Black Panther. I don't know how you guys felt about it. I just thought she was better as a secondary character. I didn't like that. They should have really just.
She didn't even like it.
Yeah, that's right. She didn't even like it, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The big news, obviously, that's why our friend down there is dressed like that. It's not a normal look for him, but he's Spider-Man Brand New Day. The costume reveal came first, obviously, and they also had some more news. There's Tom Holland in the new costume right there. Now, I was looking at this photo, man. Has he aged? He's been playing that character for what, 10, 12 years already? Yeah. He's really aged in that picture.
Yeah, he looks really old for 19, but Yeah,
he does. I also got another picture of him.
I still look like a little boy, don't I?
Yeah. So there's another thing with the suit. Now, we got news also is that Mike Mando is going to be returning as the Scorpion. So it's going to be him, Mr. Negative, and then they got the Punisher and the Hulk. So this is going to be a fun movie. So we'll start with Spider-Man himself down there. Rob, what did you think about the new suit reveal?
I mean, I'm a little excited about it, if you can't tell. But I mean, straight up, I don't know if anyone's seen like these pictures of him on the set. I think there's a picture, there's this boss picture of him on top of the car, and he's got his back to the camera, and you see the crowd around him. Look, man, that got me all hyped up. And they actually, which something I didn't realize, they're actually now doing practical web slinging. So they're gonna have a stunt double, maybe even Holland himself swinging around actually in the suit. I mean, I think the director of this is actually the guy that did Shang-Chi, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So this guy's already has me sold if he's embracing it like that. I mean, all we got is just a quick teaser. Are you ready? Hell yeah, I'm ready. The suit reveal, I mean, it's beautiful, to be honest. It literally feels like a marriage between the Garfield and the Maguire suit, the way it's designed. And, it's just great to see Holland back in the suit. So, and as far as the characters that be introduced, Scorpion. So I mean, I like that character. I mean, it was a really brief introduction, but I like the guy that was actually portraying
Mhm.
Scorpion or would be Scorpion. I just hope he just doesn't like show up like for all of 5 minutes, get his
Mhm.
butt kicked, and then that's it. Because we
Yeah.
gotta put money towards like the CGI Hulk and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
but a lot of things are coming to fruition, and honestly, because Mr. Negative is again, I think it's confirmed. It's officially confirmed, right?
Yeah, Negative, Mr. Negative, and then Scorpion, and then Hulk and Punisher are going to be in it too.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a Savage Hulk too. I mean,
Yeah.
I think this movie is gonna kick butt. And well, I'm already a fan, so I'm biased on it, but whatever. I'm still hyped for this movie. I can't wait.
Dave, what about you?
Well, I'd like to point out that Rob's suit is actually a tattoo and not actually a costume.
That took all of 2 weeks.
So I can't follow Rob's enthusiasm because I'm not as much of a Spider-Man fan as he is. The suit is cool. It's a Spider-Man suit. Like, what did we really expect? I like that we're going back to a more classic look rather than like the Stark Industries ones.
Yep.
So that's good. I do like the merging of, everyone's like, oh, it's got raised webbing and all this other stuff, which is cool. You can see in some of the shots, he's got the really big silver web shooters on his wrists. Like, all this stuff looks really cool. It's John Romita style. What I did like, aside from the picture that Rob described, because that picture was awesome.
Yes.
There was a lot of really cool shots from the set. And as much as I hate seeing shots from the set so early, because I'm like, I just want to wait for the movie. I just want to be surprised.
Mhm.
That was a cool picture. But what I did like was a lot of behind the scenes stuff of Tom going into the crowd and shaking hands and saying hello to all the people, whether they were extras or fans. And I don't know if McGuire did that. He's got a reputation for being whatever, and it's fine. He doesn't have to be out being a Spider-Man ambassador. But at this point, Holland has played the character longer than both of those guys combined, right?
Wow.
So I can get behind him really going into the crowd and being like the Spidey ambassador. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of some of that goodwill and like good feeling out to the public. Like, that's the stuff I kind of like to see. I think I hope the movie will be good, because as the character list grows, like, oh, this could be a little bit bloated.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I was cool with the Hulk and Punisher, and obviously you need villains, but like, how many do we need?
Yep, exactly. I was going to ask you guys, did you guys see that the Punisher actually even released the costume of what he's going to be wearing? Some sort of new costume or something.
Yeah,
I think it's just a different look. The skull is a little bit different.
Yes.
Tactical gear is different. He's got his full beard. He's got his usual hair. It looks great.
I even heard a rumor about him taking some sort of like a War Machine's outfit or something. I heard that he might take that and put the Punisher symbol on it. There was rumors like that because he's got to fight the Hulk or something. So I don't know.
That'd be really interesting that he gets his hand on that kind of tech and actually knows how to use it. So
I don't know.
Kind of hope that they don't do that. I don't think they need to do that, to be quite honest. So, but yeah, I saw the picture. I mean, he's got a lot more pockets to it and stuff like that. So he's ready. He looks like he's ready for war. Now, I wonder if that was part of the set for Spider-Man, or is he filming his own spotlight? So I think that's where it's from.
I think the thing I saw said that he was filming them like back to back or simultaneously or something like that. I think so. I mean, it would make sense that they're trying to do some double duty, whether it's second unit stuff or whatever. But I don't know.
How would you rank this costume among all the Spider-Mans? What do you guys think? I've always liked Andrew Garfield's second film, that costume. For some reason.
I mean, look, if you're gonna go with like the most comic book accurate one, it's Garfield's and Amazing Spider-Man 2. I mean, that one is just right out of the comic books. I like that they were trying to like, at least keep some identity with this suit for Holland. So, with the Spider-Man emblem and all that stuff. And it's pretty much more or less the one that we saw at the end of No Way Home. I mean, but that one was like completely CGI. That's why it had the like blue shiny stuff to where the blue is. So I like that it went back to the dark. And I like that, again, I guess the whole practical aspect, because at the end of that movie, he sews up his suit. That's the suit he put together with Aunt May's sewing machine. So it looks like it's something that was sewed up by somebody. So I guess for that, that's a lot of points for me, because that's Spider-Man. He doesn't, he doesn't have an arsenal of suits where, Tony was giving it to him, or it's enchanted by Strange. That's his own stuff.
Yeah.
I'm curious if they're going to leave all the wrinkles in it from the fabric that we see on set, or they're going to try to smooth it out. That's the only thing I'm kind of curious on. I mean, I wouldn't really care either way. I think it's cool to see, like Rob said, like he made the suit, so it would be normal to see it function like actual fabric. Right. Everyone was talking about corn sweat Superman suits, like, oh, they're going to smooth it out and tighten it up by the time the movie comes out. No, it's exactly what
exactly
what he was doing. So
yeah, it looks good. We'll wait and see. So that's going to be coming out now. I did hear he's going to take some time off after he's done filming. They said he's going to take a break. They said from acting for a little bit. I don't know.
I think he wants to be a dad. I think he's
celebrating his 21st birthday.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we'll see. But but it does look good. And Mike Mando returning as a Scorpion. I'd like to see him in his suit, maybe, if they can do that too. The Scorpion suit.
Yeah, the only thing with that is like we got zero background on him from the first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So it's bad because what are they going to do? But it's also good because like they could really do anything, but not really tied to anything.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll wait and see when that comes out. All right, guys. Now we got some mailbag questions coming in. I got some mail questions coming in, and of course, there's got to be a Ghostbusters question in there. I always get them every week.
It's becoming a cult.
Here it goes. Ready?
I'm going to be mad. I ranked Ghostbusters 2016 over Ghostbusters.
And a guy named Dave also. His name was Dave R. from Emerson, Jersey. Said, "Hey, DC, do you think a crossover of the new Ghostbuster team we have now and the ladies returning in an epic final battle would be a good idea?"
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Yeah,
I don't. And this isn't like a disparaging take on the Lady Ghostbuster team. Like, it worked for that movie. The universe is so separate, and none of them really came across as like the paranormal people that you'd want them to be. Like, Dan Aykroyd has been the heart of pretty much all the movies, really. Same thing with Ramis. And the kids, Phoebe, like everybody in the movies, I feel really is carrying the torch of what Ghostbusters should be. And I feel like the ladies were just kind of thrown into the mix, and they were kind of chosen because they're comedians. And I just don't feel they fit. They just don't fit the vibe of what Ghostbusters really is, like this really ragtag team of exterminators. You know what I mean? So it's an interesting premise. I just don't think that it works. Now, if you wanted to take the get some live casting for like the Extreme Ghostbusters, like what those characters were, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Rob, you have any idea on it? Any thought on that?
Yeah, I just want to echo, what Dave is saying. I mean, I think personally it'd be a real big travesty if they actually did incorporate that idea somehow, because I mentioned before when we talk about the new the team with Afterlife and going forward with the kids, it's their own thing. They deserve their own trilogy at this point. Let them finish their arc. Don't start adding cameos to it, because honestly it's not needed. The only cameos you kind of wanted or needed has already been shown, and that's the original guys. So no, they let them finish their journey on their own. You don't need any additional star power, because the stars are now the kids. This is the team, and I think everybody that's a real fan of the new would-be trilogy, I think they agree. They want to see these guys, like, let's just do it on their own. Don't bring in any popular or famous faces just to have them on screen. It's not going to work. Bottom line, I just say it's not going to work.
Yeah, I agree. All right, next question. Steve P, Hope, New Jersey. Hey, Rob, as a Back to the Future fan myself, if we did a reboot, who would you cast as Marty and Doc? My choice would be Tom Holland as McFly and Chris Hemsworth as Doc.
Well, first of all, we're not doing a reboot. So, I mean, that's just, sorry. It doesn't matter. We're not doing a reboot. But just to entertain the thought, I think that Tom Holland's a big popular pick for Marty because, well,
Yeah.
he kind of fits the
He looks like
age
Michael
demographic. Yeah, and I get it.
You know.
As for Doc, oh man, I mean, I
I don't
like
know.
Chris. You're talking
You know.
about Christopher Lloyd?
Yeah,
This,
Christopher.
I'm sorry, there's no other Christopher Lloyd. Who are you gonna
You're
comp
better
him
off
to?
with like go full tilt weird and make it like John Malkovich.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he even could do that, to be
I don't think
honest.
he's the only guy who would like. Were you gonna Christopher Walken it? You know what I mean? Like, who do you get?
Yeah, that's tough to do. That's tough to cast.
Rowan Atkinson. Like now we're just delving into nonsense.
Exactly. So I mean, that answers the question. Really, the answer to the question is like no one. We can't do this. It's just not going to work.
Yeah.
Back to the Future is its own special lightning in the bottle, and we go dream about reboots all we want, but look at the problem we have right now. We're just casting.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
Yeah, you're not gonna, you can't do it.
Yep. All right, next question. Ron V. Hey, movie guys, looks like Arnold is returning as Dutch in Predator: Killer of Killers. And the Predator, did you guys know that? I think I
heard that recently.
Heard that. I didn't know
him and Harrigan, Mike Harrigan from Predator 2. They're supposed to be back in with this Killer of Killers thing.
Killer of Killers.
At least they're canon in some way, shape,
something, yeah. But I didn't see anything else about it, But
I mean, are they gonna really act in it, or is this just like a courtesy, like, hi, I used to be in the franchise kind of deal? I mean,
no, isn't Killer of Killers the animated?
Animated,
yeah, that's the animated one, yeah.
So they'll probably just lend their voices, or they may even just be story beats.
Yep.
Just kind of like how Predator 1 was referenced in Predator 2, like, oh, he took out a team of gorillas in whatever Cambodia.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, I think that sounds like what's gonna happen.
Cue the Leonardo DiCaprio meme. There it is. They did it.
All right. Well, let's see. Next question here. Steve Q, Jersey Shore. Looks like Gremlins 3 is on the way. I heard Chris Columbus to direct. Any of you Gremlins fans? I remember watching it. I always enjoyed it as a kid. Gremlins 1. Second one I forgot. I know Hulk Hogan was in it.
I mean, I love Gremlins. The first one was freaking awesome. It was actually some of that movie was like, maybe that was like my first real introduction to horror, because some of those parts of that movie was like, whoa. Oh man, the part two was just like, it was bad. I'm sorry, it was just straight. Yeah. It was not good at all.
It wasn't good at all.
So I don't know, Chris Columbus.
That's
Harry Potter. That's early Harry Potter director, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is.
I don't remember who directed the original ones.
I forget who directed the original ones, but yeah.
Who for Gremlins?
He's done a lot of.
Spielberg involved with the first one?
I thought it was Joe Dante that did the first Gremlins.
I don't know. I gotta check that out.
Chris Columbus, I think would be a fine choice, but I feel it's a little bit like nostalgia bait. Like, let's get this guy has a career, but does he really need to do this? And didn't we say everything we needed to say with Gremlins 1 and 2? But also, who's the audience for this? Like those are old movies, and they are part of the pulp culture in terms of like their look, and everyone kind of knows Gizmo, but I barely remember what happened in the movies, and I saw them both when I was growing up. So
Joe Dante did direct it. You're right. Joe Dante.
Okay, cool. All right.
Chris Columbus wrote the first one though.
Okay, so all right, so that there's hope for that, but I don't know. They got to find some of the magic that was with the original one there. So I hope he remembers that.
It looks like the guy Zach is coming back too. The original guy Zach who played Billy is coming back.
No kidding,
yeah,
Billy. That's the guys. The kid guys.
I want to say Galifianakis, and I want to say Braffin. I know it's neither of those guys. What the hell?
Galligan? Galligan?
Yes.
Galligan. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
So we'll see. Gremlins 3. All right, next question here. We got Bobby W, Branchburg, New Jersey. Hey, movie bros, did you see Fantastic Four had one of the second worst weekend drops in MCU history, next to Brave and New World? Crazy. I love the movie. Well, yeah, I did see it had a big drop, and Superman's doing much better than it. But I don't know. I mean, people are saying superhero fatigue. No, it's not that. I don't know. I don't know. The Naked Gun came out, which was a great movie. I saw it. You guys saw it. Great movie. It was up against a lot of stuff. I don't know, Dave. What do you think about that?
I hate that people just need stuff to talk about on the internet,
Yeah.
and some of these media outlets just say stupid stuff to get people talking. Like, oh, the second worst weekend drops, but like, let's look at what that means. Like, are we talking? We're just talking about the box office and the attendance and like the drop off. Now, obviously, is it if it already was doing well,
Yep.
had a big drop? Well, relative to what? Like, did it still have a profitable weekend? You know what I mean? Like, if it made $140 million the first weekend and it has a big drop, it's still making $70 to $80 million its second weekend. That's not really bad. It's just a drop from the first outing.
Yeah.
With Fantastic Four, though, I feel like everyone who wanted to see it went to go see it.
Yep. You're right.
That's fair.
I knew Superman was going to have staying power because of the character, and you know, it's just different. I don't think it's bad because now I saw a post today. It's like, oh, Superman hits $500 million, or maybe it made it over. Is it enough? Like, what are we doing? Like, it was a good movie. It made money. The more we talk about this stupid stuff, it's like you guys are shooting yourselves in the foot if you want to keep getting.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, I think this has a lot. This has a lot to do with like people just missing the goal. What I guess for me now we can look it back as being the golden age of these superhero movies when they were like $1 billion movies. You know, people got to remember those movies that you're thinking about that made $1 billion. You know, globally. That's before COVID. I mean, that's been a while. I mean, I think the most recent one that actually made $1 billion was Deadpool and Wolverine. You know, but you know that was like something just mashed together. It was like, you know, again, it's like maybe lightning in the bottle, but the days of having consistent, like banging out these $1 billion, you know, tentpole superhero movies, you know, people got to really course correct on like what is a successful, you know, intake at the box office because, you know, is going to the theaters all the way back? I mean, I don't think so.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you guys this because I had a little argument with someone back and forth about Superman. So James Gunn, you know, is doing really well, and I told him it didn't have to do with a ton of money. It was a good movie and made just enough, made the studio money. So James Gunn announced he's doing a second one, and he's already writing it or something like that. I don't know. So the guy said to me that James Gunn shouldn't be writing the second one. He needs to focus more on the studio, making sure DC goes. I was like, okay, I get your point, but what do you guys think? Do you think James Gunn should not be involved in writing these and should be doing the Kevin Feige thing, just directing everything, or what? What do you think he should do? Yeah,
he was hired to be a creative. Like, he was hired because of his creative prowess. Like, hey man, you're really good at telling stories. We're gonna hire you, but don't tell any more stories. What?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And listen. If everything that he said about being very strategic about not filming scripts until they're done, it's fine. Like, you're not going to be trying to catch up with your production schedule. You're not going to be shooting things and writing and rewriting. Wait till you have scripts that are done, shoot them, let them do what they're going to do, and have your ideas ready, and then you write the next thing. It's I feel saying it is very easy to manage what his workload capabilities are. Like, you trust this guy to take your studio to the next level. Let him do that.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows that's what happened with Marvel. Like, we had a decade-long run. You'll never see anything like that again. I don't care what anybody says. And then it just went off the rails, trying to produce too much, too many things, too many characters, bring every idea to fruition, bad scripts, things that aren't finished, rewrites, pushing VFX guys to the limit. Like, Marvel they just lost their way a little bit. And even some of the stuff that Feige is talking about now that I hear in like little sound bites and things that some of these stupid outlets keep talking about, I'm like, what's wrong? What's going on with this guy?
Wow.
He always wears his hat, right, that says Marvel on the front. I feel if you turned it around and he wore it backwards, it would say sucks on the back. Like, I don't understand what's going on anymore.
That hurts to hear, but you're not wrong. I mean, look, there's two thoughts that come to mind. You know, listening to you, and you know, you're not wrong on any of the points you make. But people forget that James Gunn's not the only guy running DC. He has a partner. Peter Safran. Is that my understanding? He's his equal. If that's the way it breaks down. So that's part of the deal, right? If you're gonna do that, he's gonna bring in a partner to take care of the business side of things. That they have a plan mapped out, so his partner could basically oversee that, allowing James Gunn to actually be involved in the creative process. Because to Dave's point, this is not going to work unless you have a lead creative to do it. That's the difference between James Gunn and Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige is a producer and all that stuff there, but he's not a writer. He's not a storyteller. He's never directed anything that I know of. So that's your major difference. So I mean, this is coming from a Marvel fan. DC guys, I mean, look, forget about that kind of argument. Don't compare you to Marvel. You guys are on your own journey, and I think you guys are in good hands.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm not just saying that because I like James Gunn with his movies and what he did for Marvel, but this guy he gets it, and he sees where it went wrong, and now he's going to find a way to actually, navigate these new waters. Like I mentioned, this is not we're not going to see billion-dollar movies being churned out by DC, but they're going to be really successful, and it's going to be a tight, coordinated universe. Kevin Feige, sometimes I feel like he's us. He's the biggest fanboy, and he just wants the entire Marvel universe to just show up, and banking on that to like have people come in the door to see the movies. So just throw characters that you read when you were a kid, all that stuff there. It was cool when it was slow paced and introduced those characters and invested in them. And to Dave's point, now it's like you're just tossing characters from left, right, all over from the Marvel universe, and it's losing its way.
Yep. I think people think if it doesn't make $1 billion, it's not successful.
We're beyond that. We're beyond that. Post COVID, very rare that you're going to see one of these movies just bang out $1 billion.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird, but James Gunn's doing a good job, I think, with the studio, and I believe in him. I think he's going to do really well. But we'll wait and see. All right, guys. As we wrap up here, we're going to do a little famous section here where we're going to name that famous baby child. Okay.
He's laughing. Must be good.
All right, Rob. I'm going to start with you first. You ready?
Sure. That's my boy Denzel. Okay.
No, you got it. You got it.
Oh, I was gonna say no, don't do that. No,
I was teasing you. All right, you got that pretty good. All right, ready, Dave? You should get this one pretty good.
Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Very good. All right, Rob. Here comes your next one.
All right, let's go. Oh, Russell Crowe. I know that gap tooth anywhere.
Yeah, that's when he was only 5 odd foot of grunt.
Right.
All right, Dave. Here you go. This one. Let's see if you get this one.
Oh, I got this one.
Marvel.
What is that?
Marvel.
Scarlett Johansson?
Very good.
That's the cheekbones.
Yep. All right, Robbie. Here's the last one. See if you get this one.
All right, let's go. Of course, I get something like this. That's
the kid on the box of the Polaroid film.
Oh man, what the hell? Wait, this is not. Damn, this is Batman too. That's. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. It's not Josh. It's not Josh Brolin, right?
Not Josh Brolin. No.
We're getting hints.
Marvel.
More
Marvel. Yes. What else? I can tell you. Ghostbusters.
What is it? Is that Rudd?
What?
Is that Rudd?
No. Ghostbusters. Marvel. I'll give you another clue. Here's one you should get. Men in Black.
That's Chris Hemsworth?
Yes, it is. Chris Hemsworth.
Wow.
Did you got Chris Hemsworth?
Thank God he grew up, man.
He's a chunker.
Even I think he's a better looking adult than a kid.
Yeah, it was. Yep. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna have a special show actually this Saturday. We're gonna have Daryl McDaniels from Run DMC is gonna be with us. So looking forward to that show, guys. Be ready. We got some stuff going, some good stuff happening. All right, guys. I will see you in a few days. Have a good one, brother. You got it, man.
I got
Thanks for watching the Zapata Brand Podcast. Please subscribe to the podcast and listen where all podcasts are available.